On this video, we'll be discussing probably the reason why you were not selected in your last audition. A lot of persons go to auditions, especially the young actors, when you are not picked, when you are not called back, when you are not selected, you feel bad about it. You think maybe somebody hates you for any reason or whatsoever. That's not completely true, okay? Professionally, when you are not selected in an audition, it doesn't mean you are a bad actor. It doesn't mean you are not good. It simply means you are not in that story. So on this video, I want to explain to you some of the reasons why you probably wasn't selected in your last audition. So if you are ready for this video, let us hit it. Iyobosa Naigbe Osifo is my name. I'm an actor and a coach. So do well to subscribe to this channel so that whenever any video is uploaded here, you'll be the first person to know about it. On this video, we're talking about characterization. Characterization is something that most young actors do not know something about. Most young actors don't know anything about characterization, so when they encounter some things during auditions, they feel bad about it. So here I want to explain to you. First of all, let's look at characterization as it is defined, okay? It said characterization is the way in which the writer describes the quality, the traits, and the ability of the character in the script, okay? The way in which the writer describes the ability, the quality, and the traits of a written character. That is to say, it is the writer who describes, who creates characters. Remember, I told you before that characters do not have life of their own, but actors have life of their own. That is why we actors are usually employed to represent characters in a story. So for you to have the ability to represent that character that does not have life, it means there are some qualities that must be looked out for while selecting the right actor to represent the right character. And know that characterization, as I have defined it, happens in two ways. That means characterization has two types. There are two types of characterization. The first one is direct characterization, and the second one is indirect characterization. Okay, so when a characterization, a character is direct. Okay, the direct characterization is, it simply means when the writer who wrote the story tells you about the character directly while writing. So as you are reading the script, you get to see that, oh, Mr. John is a wicked man. He's a wicked and stingy man. So as you pick up the story to read, you already know that, oh, this character I want to portray is a wicked person because it is boldly written in black and white. That's the essence of having direct characterization. The writer explains who the character is even before you go to set. Understand? All right. The second one is indirect characterization. Indirect characterization refers to when the writer does not explain directly who the character is, but as you read further or as you watch the movie, you get to discover that this character you have been seeing from the movie is somebody, it looks calm and gentle, but at the end of the day, you now discover that it's actually a wicked and stingy somebody. You understand it? So indirect characterization, the writer does not directly explain to you who the character is, but while the story unfolds, you get to discover who the character is. That one is referred to as indirect characterization. So having explained that, now you now realize that what if a writer described a certain character in a story, said the girl is 6 feet tall and she's fat, or she's chubby and dark in complexion, okay? And then you actually went for that audition not knowing the kind of person the filmmakers are looking for. On getting there, you have a smallish body and you are fair in complexion. You will certainly not be selected because you are not the one they are looking for in that story. Now, characterization has a lot of elements that they look out for while selecting an actor to represent the character, okay? Characterization have its elements. So I'm going to give you the basic 4 elements that the filmmakers look out for while selecting actors to represent a certain character in a movie. The number one thing they look out for, the first element of characterization, is the physical element. That has to do with the physical appearance of the actor. Remember, the writer has described the character in the story. Tells you the guy is 6 feet tall, dark in complexion with blue eyes or brown eyes or black eyes. He has a black hair or brown hair or white hair. He has been described. So when you get to the audition, the casting director is certainly going to look out for somebody with those qualities and traits first of all. So if there is somebody there who fits into that description physically, every other person should forget it. He has won the role, but not yet. He has won the role in terms of physical appearance. That will take us to the second element of characterization. The second element of characterization is the personality of the character. The personality of the character. Does this actor now have the personality of this character to represent the character in this story? The personality of the character refers to the internal qualities and traits that defines how the character behaves, thinks, and feel. Okay? How the character behave, think, and feel. So if the character that is being described is a 6 foot tall person, dark in complexion, and is very emotional, and this actor who came is 6 feet tall, dark in complexion, but does not know how to be emotional. Is a very rigid somebody. He doesn't have the kind of emotion that is needed. You see now that he has not won the role. Are you getting it? So he must have passed the first stage. The second stage, he does not have what it takes. But along the line, they must find somebody that can fit in, and other magic could be done to make the person fit into the character. Now, the number 3 thing is the action. Does this person now have the ability to take the actions that this character in the story will be taking while shooting the movie? Those are the things I'll be looking out for. That is why I told you at the beginning that you must learn how to maintain your walking too by exercising. What if you don't have the ability to run the 100-meter race this character is supposed to run inside a movie? What if you don't have the ability to remain on your knees for at least 2 hours while shooting? Because you are a soft person, because you don't exercise yourself, you get tired easily, you will not be able to play this role. Can you play the action that the character is supposed to play in that movie? So the action refers to the things a character does throughout the story. The things the character will be doing throughout the story. The action of the character. What if it's a romantic scene that you have to have personal contact, body contact with a male actor or a female actor, and the male actor that is being employed is somebody you feel you cannot do something with? Do you have that ability? Can you take the action that the character is supposed to take? Are you understanding it? So when we say action, it means the things that this character is going to be doing. Is it a sorrowful story that the character has to go through pain and struggle from the beginning of the story to the end? Or is it a character that wants to play a prostitute in a movie? She's going to be clubbing and having sex with men while during the story, as the story unfolds rather. Can you do that? So these are the things they look out for during audition. Okay. Now the fourth element of characterization is dialogue. So dialogue refers to what the character says, how they speak, and their tone. The tone of this character. You know, every human being, every walks of life, they have their tone. People have a tone they use in talking. How to express different tones. Remember, I told you about voice being your walking tool, your second walking tool. How to manipulate your voice. Why acting? You see now that every of my class, every of my story, they are all connected to each other. That's why you must watch video A and also watch the next one for you to understand better. Can you speak like this character that is needed in this story? Okay, what if the character is described as a gigantic man that has muscles and all, but his voice is very thin like that of a little child? Now you are being employed as an actor because you have a physical appearance, you know how to portray the emotion. Can you tone your voice now to speak the way this character is supposed to speak? So if by now you have not subscribed to this channel, it means you have something in your mind that you are not telling me yet, or it means you are just comfortable at the receiving end. All you need to do is just click that subscribe button that is looking at you there, and it doesn't take anything. It is free of charge. By doing so, you'll be helping my own ministry too. All right. Always remember rule number 5, which says actors help one another. So as you do well to share this video to the fellow actor, know that you are helping somebody to also grow in the industry. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.